Hey guys, welcome back. Wi-Fi didn't work for me, or my cell service didn't work, but that's okay. We're back on Wi-Fi. So we're back for our Mathnasium behind the scenes tour. This is part 2. If you missed part 1, go and watch the other one. I'll link it below. But we're doing a giveaway right now for 2 weeks for your child to come in and have unlimited math sessions and a free assessment. It's a $225 deal. Maybe school's just starting 6 weeks in and you've looked at the grades online. Maybe you've gone on home access and kind of thought, oh, I could use a little more help with my child with math. This is the place to do it. We're actually just starting to talk to one of the instructors here. This is Regina. Regina, tell us more about what you do with the kids that come into Mathnasium.
Okay, so when a child comes in, obviously they check in, we have personalized binders for them. Some kids will work really independently. We'll still check in and make sure they're, because some kids will work straight through, doesn't mean they're getting it all right, so we always make sure they're getting it right. Some kids will get to a new concept and they'll have trouble with it, so we'll sit down with them and make sure they understand. The curriculum is such that they can learn independently, and some kids do. And some kids just need the extra push, so we'll sit down with them and explain a new concept.
Okay, so quick question. You guys keep talking about concepts. Right now, in the parent world, we are suffering from not being able to teach our kids math, because math has changed drastically from when I went to school to when my 9-year-old's at school. And I don't know, do y'all teach the way the school teaches so that can help them? Because I know a lot of parents like me are always talking about how we can't help our kids anymore in math.
Yeah, so we'll definitely go with what the way the student is currently learning it. The complaint I get all the time from students is if I show them something, they'll say, that's not the way my teacher said to do it. So I'll go back and I'll say, okay, tell me what you're learning. We'll go through it and make sure that they're learning it the same way the rest of their classmates are learning it. So they can start getting help from their classmates too, and it's not translating from Mathnasium version to school version.
Great.
And a lot of concepts, for any given concept, there's 10, 15 ways to do it. And so we'll go through and say, like, does this work for you? Is the way the school's teaching it working for you? Is there a way we can adapt that if it's not? And then also just like making sure it's consistent with, if that is working for you, we're teaching you the same way the school is.
Awesome. And Raji, let me ask you one quick question also. How in touch are you with the kids' teachers to make sure you're working along with the curriculum the individual teachers are teaching the kids?
We always try to email teachers like at least twice a week, something like that.
Yeah.
So a lot of teachers are very responsive, and we're very thankful for that.
Yes.
And we have a lot of good feedback from the teachers. They say, hey, can you work on these topics? And pretty much most of the times, it's the same that we're doing here.
Okay.
But we always encourage the students and parents to let us know if they're doing something specific at school in that week, and then we'll still layer them down with their regular lesson plan. So that's called the customization.
Perfect.
So we do that always here, and we want them to be not losing the stuff from school at any point of time.
Right.
So we want to give them a good balance here.
Well, and I can personally attest to that. I know I've mentioned on the other live and in the description that I have personal experience here at Mathnasium, and one of she's your manager, Heather, she emails my son's teacher every couple of weeks or so to check in and say, this is what we're working on. Is there anything else we can work on? I'm always copied on those emails, and I love it because I know that they are working hand in hand with the school. Another thing that I wanted to tell everyone about, because I think it's super important, just last week, Ian was struggling on some of his math work that he had in the classroom. And I was able to actually take a picture of it and send it to Heather, and she's like, no problem, we're going to incorporate that this week.
Yes, absolutely.
So it was immediate help. It was amazing. Love it. Love it, love it.
So that's what Mathnasium is different when compared to other learning centers. So we customize based on every student needs, and we want them to be successful in math. So we go to that extra mile, or take an extra step to make them
awesome.
Good in math. Yeah.
So if you guys are just joining me, I'm doing a behind the scenes tour of Mathnasium Round Rock here. And did we ever figure out the shopping center name? How would you describe where we are?
This is the Renaissance Shopping Center at the intersection of I-35 and Gaddis School Road.
Gaddis School. That's it. I'm like, what is that road over there?
Hey,
Sorry.
one good thing is it has catch air in it.
Oh, that's right.
A lot of kids come there, and also it has a painting with a twist. This is the Round Rock Center, so I know a lot of people love painting.
That's
so
right,
at any
that's
point
right.
they would be here. We're in the same building as Painting with a Twist and Catch Air.
And I can personally talk about my experience. I want to tell you guys about it, but first I wanted Regina to tell us her favorite part about being an instructor here at Mathnasium, because we were talking earlier and I'm like, save that story. So Regina, tell us what you love most about working with the kids here at Mathnasium.
Yeah, I have to say for sure my favorite part is when a kid has an aha moment of something that they've never gotten before, and you work on it and there's just a moment where you see the light bulb come on and their face lights up and they've done a problem by themselves. It's the best feeling. It's just watching a kid like conquer something that they've been struggling.
Yeah.
It's so great. I love it.
I know when I pick up my youngest, Ian, he comes Mondays and Wednesdays. Like clockwork, we're here right after school. He doesn't argue at all. He loves to come in. He works because he can earn prizes, and Miss Heather always knows what kind of prizes Ian likes, so he works his way on that. But he always likes to play games as well. There are some math games at the very end of the session that they can grab, right? He told me it was called a certain time.
Yeah, so we make sure every kid has, or most kids have a hour-long session, but an hour is a long time for kids. Mm-hmm. And so if they've been working really hard and they've been doing a good job, we kind of end the session just a little bit early and give them some break time. So we have games for them to play that are still like math concept oriented. Yep. We have a Rubik's Cube, which is always fun if you're learning about permutations.
Yeah, apparently there's someone here who can do the Rubik's Cube like that, and Ian's tried to trick him every single time.
It's pretty impressive. I've done it in like 3 minutes before, but he does it in about 1. So that's pretty cool.
It's very impressive for these kids. But see, it becomes kind of a family here at Mathnasium where not only does my son feels comfortable to come in and he enjoys it, but he tells me stories when he leaves about how much fun he's had and some of the instructors and jokes that they've told, and this one instructor can't wait to see the Marvel movie. I mean, they relate to these kids and they make it seem so comfortable and fun to be here. It doesn't seem like tutoring for Ian to come each week. It's Mathnasium time, and I'm excited to go, Mom. So, and with that, I did want to remind you guys that we are doing a giveaway. The giveaway is for 2 weeks of math workshops. Is that what you're? Yeah. So workshops plus an assessment. So if you're interested in trying Mathnasium out, maybe you just got the 6-week report card home and went, we might need a little math help this year. This is the perfect place to go. In fact, I'm going to tell you our story, why we chose Mathnasium. Last year, my 3rd grader, Ian, took the pre-STAR test. And when we got the results home, my heart dropped because he was failing in math. And I knew he'd been struggling in math. Again, it was one of those things where we bring home the homework and I am banging my head against the table trying to teach it to him because it's not the way my teacher taught me and that's not the way I'm supposed to do it. I'm sure you guys can relate with that. And so I went ahead and dropped into Mathnasium one day and learned all about the program, and I loved how individualized every single child's plan was going to be. So I was able to bring them Ian's math score in the STAR test, the entire assessment. They were able to see where he has some struggles. We took a free assessment at the time they were offering a free assessment, and they were able to show us these are the areas that Ian needs help in. And guess what? I want to say like 4 months later, because they take the pre-test like in January, we get the results in February. I immediately started him. He took the STAR at, I want to say the beginning of May, maybe into April, something like that. Anyways, we got the results in June, and I almost cried, to be honest with you. He moved up 2 levels, y'all. So there's a failing level, there's an on level. And there is like a beyond, like going to the next grade level. I was floored floored. I was so happy. In fact, I came here and I told this sweet couple, these are the owners here, I told them and I told Heather and I showed her the results, and they went in the back, and Heather brought him a chess set, a Mathnasium chess set, just as kind of a reward, and it was so unexpected. I was just wanting to let them know how great of a success it was, but they went above and beyond and rewarded him. So we are Mathnasium fans, and we will be until probably Ian's going all the way through
Thank you.
school.
That's very sweet of you.
Thank
Of
you.
course,
Yeah.
no, we feel like we're family here when we walk in and everyone's like, hi
it's a
Ian, hi
pleasure.
Ian. So it's great. If you guys would like to try Mathnasium out, actually, if there's anything else you want to mention, feel free.
No.
I just want to connect with your thought that, math has changed so much and parents are struggling to teach their kids. It's a real phenomenon that is happening.
Oh, yeah.
You're not alone. And there are so many parents that have learned multiplication tables and the algorithms in math in a different way. And the schools are teaching them in a different way to connect with understanding, to connect with the concept. And that's for a good reason. The students know what they're doing, no matter what is the formula or what is the different method, they will be able to reconcile all of them if they understood. If they didn't understand, every little thing seems very different to them. So the key is to understand it, and that's what we work on.
I totally agree. I hope that any teachers out there watching, I'm not bagging on math by any means. I totally love the fact that Ian's able to conceptualize, but when he's figuring out a math problem, I'm like, how did you do that? I have no idea, because I was taught one way to do it. And I do think it's great that kids are learning a variety of ways. But as parents, I can't help them do it. They can. So they can. All right, guys, we're going to sign off. We did our wonderful behind the scenes tour here at Mathnasium Round Rock. If you would like to win a free assessment and 2 weeks worth of math workshops for your child, a $225 value, all you have to do is comment below, like this, like at any time during the video. Now that we're about to sign off, please share it with your friends, because this is just a valuable place to have here in Round Rock. This is locally owned. This is a local couple who have kids here in Round Rock that know the parents and the parents' struggles with math. So let's support this local business. Share it and get the word out. And like I said, enter to win. And even if you don't win, if you are struggling or your child's struggling in math, please come in and try it out. Do you have a special that's going on in September that you wanted to mention?
We are doing the back to school special that includes a free assessment and 2 weeks of free classes. So experience the program, convince yourself that it works for you, and your kid enjoys doing math again.
All right. They are, again, over here in the Round Rock Shopping Center. It's right north of Gaddis School Road and 35 on the east side of 35 by the Whataburger, the Catchier, the what else is the painting with the twist. There's all sorts of things to do. The phone number here, if you want to call and talk to someone, is 512-402-3207. I will also link them below so you can connect with their Facebook page and start talking. All right, we already have some people saying they want to get a free assessment for their kids. So Ganja will definitely post how to connect with Malik and Raji here. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for joining us for our tour. I hope you guys stay dry this weekend. Bye.
Thank you, Rebecca, and thank you all.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.